In a small, bustling town nestled between two hills, lived a young man named Ryan. His eyes sparkled with ambition, yet every day he found himself trapped in the web of comparison. Social media, neighbors, even distant relatives, everyone seemed to be doing better, living bigger, shining brighter. Comparison is the thief of joy, his mother often told him, but her words felt too light compared to the noise in his mind. Every morning, Ryan scrolled through his phone before even brushing his teeth. There was Armin, his childhood friend, posing beside his new car. Nina, his ex-crush, just got a promotion and was now traveling the world. Even his cousin, who once struggled with studies, had started a successful online business. And Ryan? He was working at a local hardware store, barely making ends meet. Each post he saw felt like a stab in the heart. He didn't feel happy for them. He felt left behind. One day, while sitting on the rooftop of his house, staring at the fading sunset, something inside him snapped. "Why am I living their life, not mine?" he muttered. The next morning, Ryan deleted all his social media apps. Every single one. Cold turkey. It was a painful withdrawal. The silence was deafening at first. No likes. No stories. No dopamine hits. Just his thoughts, raw, real, uncomfortable. He decided to start focusing on himself. "The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday," he wrote on a sticky note and pasted it on his wall. Days turned into weeks. He began waking up at 5 a.m., jogging in the quiet streets while the world slept. He started reading books, not for escape, but for knowledge. He explored subjects he once found intimidating: finance, psychology, productivity. And most importantly, he started a side hustle. Fixing electronics. It started with a broken fan his neighbor tossed out. Ryan fixed it within a day. Word spread. Then came a broken blender, a damaged TV, a faulty microwave. He'd work at the hardware store by day, and in the evenings, he'd tinker with machines in his small garage-turned workshop. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. 6 months passed. Ryan's room no longer echoed with sighs of disappointment. It was filled with goals, sticky notes, books, and the gentle hum of a soldering iron. His bank account, once barely surviving, now had a respectable savings figure. He had no time to envy others, he was too busy building his own path. One night, after fixing a particularly tricky power inverter, he sat back, wiped the sweat from his forehead, and smiled. It wasn't about money. It was about progress. That same night, he received a message on WhatsApp from Armin. "Bro, your mom told me about your electronics work. I have a car stereo acting up. Can I drop it at your place?" Ryan chuckled. The same Armin who once showed off his new car now sought his help. It wasn't about revenge. It was validation. When you focus on you, everything else falls into place. As more referrals came in, Ryan officially registered his business, Raytech Repairs. A year from the day he deleted social media, he quit his hardware store job. His passion had become his profession. But it wasn't the success that defined him. It was the transformation. He no longer judged himself by others' timelines. He no longer craved applause from people who didn't matter. He was in love with the process, with growth, with himself. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. One day, during a local youth event, Ryan was invited as a guest speaker. Standing on the stage in front of 300 young dreamers, he looked into their hopeful eyes and said, "I wasted years worrying about other people's lives. And guess what? It never helped me grow. The day I started focusing on myself, everything changed. I realized this: people might inspire you, but only your actions will transform you. Focus on your lane. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself." Thunderous applause filled the hall. Among the crowd, a boy with tired eyes and slumped shoulders looked up for the first time in months. Something in Ryan's story had ignited a spark in him. That boy would go home, uninstall his social media, and write his first blog post. Because Ryan's story was more than a journey. It was a mirror for anyone who had ever felt behind. Flowers don't look at each other to bloom. They just bloom. And so did Ryan.